when I was collecting my match notes, man, for the matches that I could actually watch live. Thankfully, I was able to watch
Hmm.
most of them. The first thing on my match notes page is shame on Paraguay, bro. That's the first thing. Shame
Yes.
on Paraguay because
Yes.
and I'm not going to leave all of it at Paraguay's doorstep, even though they were just a despicable little team, man. And in the group chat I sent to the boys, um, I'm like, this is a disgusting little team. I think was what I said, but because I didn't know that Paraguay, I know that there are some teams that they are known for this kind of behavior, like the
Yeah.
Uruguays and you know. But I've never seen Paraguay in action, and it was just disgusting what they were trying to do. They were literally they weren't trying to play football; they were just trying to be thugs on the field. And I have to say, well done to France. Well done to France, especially Kylian Mbappe. The way he handled it,
Hmm.
man, it was just top. And anyone who, sometimes you hear words about Kylian and you're like, this guy's this guy's that. But in that game, he stood up and he said, this is my team. No matter what your comment, you're not going to wind me up. We are going to win this game with all the BS that you're doing. And I'm going to ensure that we win this game. And that is exactly what he did. So stand up, Kylian Mbappe. Um, and that was my next point because he just stood out in that match and he was just so good in the match, even though there wasn't a lot of goals. The match, it wasn't that kind of match because they
Yes. Yes.
Paraguay wouldn't allow it. And above all of that, the officials, that is the worst
Mm-hmm.
officiating performance I have ever seen in a football match, barring none. I've never seen a team blatantly try to punch players, try to wind up players, try to foul players, and the officials did nothing about it. In fact, the only thing that they did was hand out 3 yellow cards to guess which team? France.
Oh.
The Paraguay players got no cards. I think at the end, some person on the bench got a yellow card or something like this. But it was just terrible playing from Paraguay. Um, but it didn't. It added to the excitement of the World Cup in a different way,
Hmm.
is what I will say.
Hmm.
Even though it wasn't this swashbuckling goal after goal, it brought out a different dimension of the game, and it had your
Hmm.
eyes glued to the TV, anyways. Even though it was that kind of a match. And I read a quote from Shirky, which he said, "We will dive into shit if we have to." And I'm like, yeah, this
No.
guy, bro. But
Speaking of quotes, like at the end in Mbappe's interview, he said, they can play nice, silky football if you want, and if you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
play dirty, play hard, they can
yeah,
play that if you want. So that
a
just
hundred
goes
percent.
to exactly that goes straight to what you just said. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said they thought we would show up in bow ties. You know what I mean? So the France is ready for anything, and it goes to what I mean. I think everyone on the panel is with the idea that France is probably going to take this World Cup, and that match
Mhm.
shows us that they have a different side to their game.
They
You
can
can't
win
try to
ugly, they
bully them.
can win
They,
beautifully, they can
they,
win anyway,
they'll,
any
they'll,
which
they'll
way
match you.
how.
You know what I mean? But that match stood out. I think all the matches of this round really stood out, and it's no surprise because of where the stage
Yeah.
where the World Cup is. The England versus Mexico game.
Oh my God.
The England versus Mexico
My
game.
God.
We
Yeah.
were banging on about it, but I don't think that we could have prepared ourselves for what was to come.
Uh,
That
No.
game was amazing. The build up to the game itself, the grandeur of the
atmosphere,
stadium.
the Azteca,
It
the
was
rain, the rain,
crazy.
oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
mean, and that all ended with Jordan Henderson breaking his hand. Hope he recovered soon. Recovered soon, but it was just crazy, man. But and
Do,
Cheeks typed in the before I pass on to Cheeks. Cheeks typed in the group that England has arrived at the World Cup, and that was
yes.
another standout moment that I think that England has arrived
Mhm.
on the podium. England is saying we are here and we are now ready to challenge to win this World Cup. I think that was the game because Mexico was not an easy team. Mexico is
No.
not easy to beat in the Azteca. We talked about their record. We talked about that in the last pod, and their record is immaculate in the Azteca. But England overcame that, and it was really good game from them. Excuse me, Haaland, Haaland. Before I pass it on, before I pass it on to Cheeks, I think it is time that we acknowledge, and I think we all have before, but I think we're looking at a generational talent, this footballer. I
Yeah.
think I love Harry Kane as a striker, and I'm an Arsenal fan saying that. I love the way he plays the game as a nine, but Haaland, he's
He's a
he's
different
going
beast,
into a
man.
different realm, man. He's a different player. The way he bodied my boy Gabriel in that game, by the way. You know what I mean? He bodied Gabby in that game. But Haaland was, I think, I love how Mbappe handled his himself in the Paraguay game. But if I should give it to a player, it would either be Haaland or Jude. But I'm gonna give it to Haaland, man. Haaland was a beast, bro. So I'm gonna hand it off to Cheek. But those, as you can see, I couldn't pick one single match because they were just spicy. But if I should land on a player, it would be Haaland. If I'm forced in a corner to choose a match, it'll probably be the England versus Mexico match. But take it away, Cheeks.
I don't know, man. I was talking about this before we went live, but the amazing thing about the World Cup is you get to see all the good things about the countries. You get to
Hmm.
see Scotland and their spirit. You get to see Mexico, and you get to see Cabo Verde. You're seeing all these. But this round, we saw some of the ugly sides of football.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, that Paraguay game, I'm not gonna lie to you, and listen, I might get sued for this, but I was watching the game with a French buddy of mine. We were both wearing our French jerseys, the one I was wearing last time, both
Yeah.
familiar faces. And towards the end, I was like, if I was Deschamps, I'll just put in a player who's never gonna play in the World Cup. And that number 23, just end
Oh
his career,
my
right? End his career right
Oh,
there. Get the red card, end his career. Because what I saw, honestly, I am surprised that
disgusting.
a racist slur wasn't said in that game because they did everything but do
yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
it was wild. Like the things I was saying in that game, Paraguay, shame on you. And you know what? I won't say shame on all of them because they're good players like Almiron and Enciso who tried to play football. But
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
rest of them, shame on them. Again, France, I think this is a France that we have never seen before. Because my fear with France was, and especially like if we get to this World Cup, at some point France might beat Argentina. Argentina are a tough team. You got Lisandro Martinez, Enzo Fernandez. You got guys you got DePaul. These are fighters, and
Hmm.
that's where I think the last World Cup France couldn't handle it. But this France team, after
Yes.
what they did with Paraguay,
Great.
I
Uh,
believe that if they come against Argentina, they have what it takes to bully Argentina. Not
Mhm.
that they will definitely win, but it's going to be a very tough game because this team, as young as they are prepared to play dirty. So props to France there. I mean, Morocco took care of business with Canada. I had no doubt. Like we didn't
oh
even
yeah.
talk about it because there's no. I
Oh yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah.
there's
all the
nothing to
ho-
talk about there,
all the host teams are gone now.
and it's sad because you
No,
know
because
what?
it's getting to business time, man. It's bell to ass
It's
time, man.
it's the business end. But one thing I'll say, and I want to talk about the host countries because I think I'll call you Arsenal
Mexico.
champion for the sake of this show, but I mean,
Why do
Conrad,
you think I have that
it
nervous?
hurts. It hurts every time I have to say it. But you said something really, really great in the beginning when we first started the show about how important it is to be a host team.
Hmm.
And I'm going to use this to segue onto the US game, but I'll start with Mexico. The England players were running out to warm up. Mexico fans were booing them. This is warm up. Game hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
Did you hear how loud the Mexico fans were?
Was
I
a
felt like I was on
tailgate,
the
my guy.
stadium watching it on TV.
Bro. It was such it was, as you said, it was intimidating. You're like,
Yeah,
yo, you feel bad for them. You're like, yo.
yeah. This is mad. And one thing I will say to the about that game is
Mm.
I really Tuchel. good coach. But
Yes,
if you
yes.
look at his in-game management during that game when they went 10 men down, I'll tell you
Yeah.
right now, I saw Dan Burn warming up. I was like, oh no, this is too early. Like
Big Dan.
like, what is he gonna do? But Dan Burn was the perfect man for them.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The clearances that he made. Let me tell you something. That second half was
On that
just
bicycle kick.
yo.
Yeah.
That second half was England on defense for 45 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Jude Bellingham,
Hmm.
I was watching Jude, and I know you said Haaland. For me, Jude Bellingham, and I know it's very close. Jude Bellingham is the player of this round because I don't know if you
Hmm.
noticed towards the end, there's one run where a player runs by Jude Bellingham, and you can see him trying to chase him, but he's got nothing left. He
Yeah.
had
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing left in the tank. And
Hmm.
honestly, I feel some kind of way about Jude Bellingham. Sometimes I think he's overhyped. At that game, I was
Oh,
like,
he played his heart out.
this is not overhyped.
He played,
Oh,
yes. No. He was the
He
man
is
of the
carrying the
match
team.
for that game. And that he's my man of the round, this round of matches also. Just for his performance at the Azteca.
There's so much to say about the England team. In-game management by Tuchel.
yeah.
Rice. We're not. No one's talking about Rice. Rice got a yellow card in the first 10 minutes, I think,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was like,
Very
this
Yes.
early.
guy's cooked. I was like, he's cooked. He was so disciplined. You could see sometimes he wants to go for a tackle. Do you know how much discipline it takes on a World Cup stage to not
Oh,
go in
yeah.
for that
Hmm.
tackle
Oh,
and
yeah.
hold
Hmm.
on for all that time?
Yeah.
Hats off to Rice. In contrast, because I know this is taking long, let's talk about the US team. Listen, I think they were playing with the cloud over their head, but I would have liked to see more from the fans.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
comes a time where your team needs you, and the US fans, the Panther fans, they were quiet. I'm
But
like,
it,
listen, yeah,
but
go ahead, go
this is
ahead.
what I'm saying, Cheeks. This is what I'm saying, Cheeks. And maybe it's because we are all from cultures where football is so ingrained in
Yes.
that culture, right? But I think the US fans, they give it everything if they are winning and the boys are doing good. But what
Yeah,
Hmm.
happens when you're in the gutter? Like, do you it's like when our teams in the Premier League, and you ever seen, okay, your team is down 2-0, for example, and the
Hmm.
fans just keep going and going
yep,
and
Yep.
going and
Yep.
go.
Yep.
I
yeah.
don't think that culture has crept over to the US as yet in terms of soccer.
It's a
I think,
I
maturity
agree.
factor.
yeah, and I think
Yeah.
once they were in that, oh snap, we're not winning, they're like, oh shit, what do we do
It
here?
Hmm.
got
You know what I mean?
tense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it got really tense. And honestly, and that's one thing which I think the US is growing fast in terms of
Yeah.
soccer, in terms of
Yes,
Yes.
a
football.
hundred,
Yes.
I can
a
see
hundred.
Yes.
the
Absolutely.
improvement.
Yes.
But the
Absolutely.
minute they realize how important the fans are, people talk about the English fans, their chants, their songs, and everything. People don't realize that's your 12th man.
Yeah,
Again,
a
I've
hundred.
seen it
Yes.
with Man United where we are playing bad, and the fans are letting you know, pick up your pace. Because it's
Yeah.
one thing when the coach is saying it, it's another thing when you have tens of thousands of people telling you, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen games where a player gets the ball outside the box and the fans are like, shoot. He shoots and he scores. He probably wasn't even thinking about shooting, but the fans are like, this is your time. Make it
Good.
happen.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, and finally, I will talk about Argentina, Egypt. It feels like a funeral to me. I understand Argentina, Messi, but that's why I'm a bit low spirit because I think Egypt, man, they came to play. To me, it's just a shame because it's just another African team that I feel was robbed. But
Yeah.
that's my personal bias. That's how I feel about it. As someone of African descent, I want to see African teams do good. Right now, all I got is Morocco, and they're about to play France, so it's peak. It's peak for Africa. It's peak for. And the last game I watched
hiding,
is Switzerland, Colombia.
hiding for African teams.
Dude, it's time to go. Because let me tell you right now, if Morocco beats France, hey, it's a like I don't even know what I'll do. Like, because I actually think that France can go all the way, and they're not gonna drop the ball on this one. But Switzerland, Colombia, last one, penalties, man, penalties. Davidson Sanchez. When I saw him walk up, I'm like, what are these
I
guys
called
doing?
it. I called it.
Like,
I called it.
I, even the way he gave, these are professional players, and I know I
Mhm.
can hate on them and say, "Hey, you get paid to do this," but the amount of center backs taking penalties.
Yeah.
What are
Mhm.
you, Akanji?
I
Sanchez.
call
Like,
that one too.
yeah. Like we need to, penalties is a mind game. Like you need people
Yeah,
who are strong. But
yeah.
I'll stop there because I could talk forever. But that's what I noticed in this game. Jude Bellingham is my player of the round because Haaland, baller. And sorry, I can't stop. Haaland, last thing. He's
Yeah.
25 years old. Let's remember, he is young. He's not in his peak yet. He's
Yeah.
about to hit
Mhm.
his peak years. And one thing I noticed about him is he's not going 100%. Like Mbappe, every ball,
Yes.
running.
Yes. Yes.
Haaland has this knowledge where he's chilling and waiting for that moment. And when
Hmm.
that moment comes, he attacks. That's a sign of a
Mhm.
great striker. I think that in the next 3, 4 years, we're going to see him go to even more levels, which is
Yeah,
scary.
I hear it.
And
I
I'll,
hear it.
I'll pass it on to
Absolutely.
you, coach, because I've said quite a lot
Absolutely,
already.
absolutely, absolutely. No, I agree with all that you both have said. I think in the match of the round, in my opinion, was the England-Mexico match because I think that was just full throttle blockbuster action pack from minute 0 to minute 90, and it did not disappoint. The Azteca did not disappoint. The Mexican fans in the stands did not disappoint. The atmosphere, even the rain, the weather, to make that pitch that make that pitch so sloppy and slippery, and the ball was just whizzing off the surface of the turret. It did not disappoint, and I think as always the big players shown on the biggest stages, Hurricane, Jude Bellingham, and then for the Mexican team, Quinones, and all.
Hmm
That's another person, that another player that we slept on this whole tournament. Julian Quinones from Mexico has been balling the whole tournament. Hats
Yeah,
off to you, sir.
yeah,
I feel
yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
Been good.
you gave it all, and you made your country and your team proud throughout this whole tournament. So that is my match of the tournament. And then I would agree again with you both with Haaland for the for, you just mentioned his age. He's 25 years old. He has at least two more World Cups in him. So it's astonishing to see, or just to think about what he's going to be doing just this World Cup, and then the ones to come when he hits his peak, 27, 28, 29. So those are my biggest takes, this round
Before,
of games. But I think you both touched on a lot. So go ahead, Arsenal champion. Again, it hurts me to say
so,
this as a Chelsea fan, but I'll say it. Arsenal champion,
guys,
go for it.
let me tell before I start, guys. As you can see, we're a new platform, guys. Remember to like the video, remember to subscribe, remember to share the video with your friends, guys.
Yes,
This will do a lot for what we're trying to achieve here. So, but
absolutely.
guys, I want to give a mention to a position that I think they get overlooked a lot. But this World Cup, goalkeepers in this World Cup
Mm-hmm.
You read
Mm-hmm.
have
my mind. I
been
was about to say that. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
goalkeepers have been
Yes.
on a different level.
Yep.
Norway goalkeeper,
Oh my
Hmm
Cape
goodness.
Verde goalkeeper,
Yes.
Pickford in the Mexico game.
Yep.
These keepers are
Yeah.
pulling off. It's like a video game. It's
hmm
like it's like it's some balls that they're saving. You're like, you're not supposed to be saving that, my guy. Like, you know what I mean? So I just want to say shout out to the goalkeeping position, man. This World Cup has
Yes.
been the goalkeepers have been top in this
hmm
competition. I just want to pause to acknowledge the the goalkeepers in this World Cup. And I'm going to bring it back full circle to something that Cheeks touched on in terms of World Cup and the vibe that it brings, despite of everything that has been happening in the World Cup. All
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
we see a little political spillover recently.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
see a dirty side of the game. All of that adds to the game. It's what makes football, and some of it doesn't really belong, but it adds to the drama. And I will
hmm
say this World Cup, before the tournament began, I said I'm not really feeling it, but I will
Mhm.
say this World Cup brought back football nostalgia.
Oh
I
yeah.
think this World Cup has, and it's football has gone a direction where it's so system and this, and sometimes it can get a bit boring. But I think this World Cup brought back the nostalgia to the game. You know what I mean? I think it came at the
Yeah.
right time. I think it has a little bit of everything. You know, we get lots of goals and we
Quality,
get these games
flair,
where it's just
raw
all out.
emotions. Just
Yeah.
go
So
for it. Those
yeah.
those those ingredients that make football football. Go for it,
Yeah,
cheese.
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Totally.
will say this: I was really hating on FIFA about the 48 team World Cup.
Hmm.
Yes,
But you know what?
it
Frankly,
works.
this is a lot of games even for me.
Yeah.
This is a lot. This has been an overdose. But what I will say is, if it wasn't for the 48 team World Cup, we might not have seen Cape Verde.
Yeah.
True.
There's some teams we might not have seen.
True.
And
It's true.
honestly, they have come through. Like some of the teams I thought, even New Zealand and Australia, yeah, they got beat, but they
Yeah.
tried. The only team that
Showed up,
from
man.
this whole, the only team in this World Cup that was like, why are you even here? Was Tunisia. I was like, what is this? But,
Guys, guys,
yeah.
we forgot to touch on one team. We forgot to touch on one. And I know KJ didn't have this as a part of our agenda, but I'm going to vote for the most embarrassing team of
Oh,
this World Cup.
Uh-oh,
And
uh-oh.
even though Paraguay was just all their housery and whatever,
mm,
Portugal,
oh
Portugal,
my, oh God,
Portugal,
don't
boy,
even. I don't even want to talk about them because I don't even want to give them that entertainment. Again, we've said it a
Portugal.
million times. Fraud,
It is the most
fraud.
embarrassing team of the. It's well, we talked about it before, and we mentioned that coach. That coach,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
it's you feel almost sorry for this group of players because we know they have it. We know this team
Hmm.
has the best midfield in the competition. They can go up
Yeah,
against any midfield in the competition right now. This Portugal
yeah,
midfield, we have Bruno Fernandes,
Mhm.
we have Vitinha, and we have Neves in that midfield. Those
Yep.
are
yeah,
three of the top midfielders in the world, right? And
yep.
because of Martinez and Cheeks was talking about the nine coming on.
Gonzalo
Ramos.
It's
Ramos.
slipping me now. Um,
Gonzalo Ramos.
exactly, Ramos.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
I couldn't believe what this guy. I could not believe that he brought on. He used all his subs and left Ramos on the. I couldn't believe what he did. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. So I just
listen.
want to say, Portugal, you should be football federation. Portugal Football Federation, you should be ashamed to have hired
Yeah,
this guy, and shame on
Like
you,
like
Roberto Martinez.
like Cheeks once mentioned, Roberto Martinez better go. He's ruined two golden generations now.
Jesus,
You better
dude,
go back
he's
to
a
you
curse.
better go back to manage
Listen,
mid-table teams
bro,
like Wigan and Everton.
curse.
nah,
He's a
man.
curse, bro. Like I can't wait to see him managing China or like Taiwan or like friggin' Tunisia. Like honestly, he needs to go. Like if Hawaii was a country, I'd say go manage Hawaii, but that's the U.S. because
Yeah,
this guy, like, and there must be a reason why he's getting these jobs. I don't know if he has a good
Yeah.
agent. There's something there, but it's not elite.
nah,
That's what
nah.
we have to say. It's not
He's
elite.
average, average at best.
Mhm.
I think he could take a team like I would say he could take a team like I don't want to hate, but USF Pochettino. That's really good right there. He could take a team that's not that good and make them good. And you know what's funny? The Spain Portugal game, people are like, "Hey, yo, this guy is Spanish." Oh
Yeah.
no, like this guy
It's
is
an
rooting.
inside job.
It's an inside job because everything he did, I'm like, hey. But
Mhm.
one thing I will say about Portugal is I really hope for their sake that
Mhm.
Ronaldo. It's hard for me
Falls
to
on the
say this.
sword. Yeah.
Ronaldo, I don't think it's Ronaldo's fault. I don't blame
Yeah.
Ronaldo because
Yeah.
Ronaldo is Ronaldo. But
Yes.
there comes a time where the coach and the manager should sit down, have the
Hmm.
balls to sit down with Ronaldo
Hmm.
and say, Ronaldo, you are the king, you are a legend, but for the sake of the team, you're always going to get
Hmm.
minutes. You're going to get 20
Hmm.
minutes at least.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
would rather you come in and finish the game off
Yeah,
than
Yes.
having you start that game and struggling. This is where coaching and man management comes
yeah,
in.
100%.
And Ronaldo will be pissed. But you know what? We talk about Ronaldo being selfish. I don't think it's selfish. He knows it's good, but if you told
Hmm.
Ronaldo sit, he'll be pissed in the beginning. But
Hmm.
best believe when he comes in on 60 minutes, he's giving it his all for 30
Some,
minutes
Yes.
or 20 minutes.
sometimes that is exactly what is needed, Jigs.
That's the
Sometimes
catalyst. The catalyst
it's
that's needed.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
I give you an example. Trossard was pissed at Arteta for a while because Arteta wouldn't play him, and he was, and whenever that guy comes on, he takes it out on the game,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
performed like nobody else. So
Mhm.
Ronaldo is an athlete that he does not like to lose.
Hmm.
You have to think about when it gets to a stage in the competition where you no longer you can't play you can't have any passengers is what I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
And Ronaldo, we know that he's a legend, but in this case he felt like a passenger, and
Mhm.
Hmm.
you could have avoided that. Put in the legs in the team, put in Ramos, and then
Yeah,
okay, now we have tired minds and tired legs. Unleash the beast. Let
yeah.
him
Yes.
have his way in the last 20 minutes of the game. And I
Mhm.
think that Portugal, imagine the Spanish backline seeing Ronaldo coming on with 15 minutes to go. They're like, oh
20
shit.
minutes. Yep.
You know what I mean?
And we keep talking about it because I think we've been distracted and we've seen single strikers so much.
Hmm.
Imagine if Ramos and
Yeah,
Ronaldo were on the field.
yeah, playing the two.
Mhm.
Change your
Oh, he
tactics.
did it.
Mhm.
Did
He did
he?
it. He did it in the what was the game before? I think what was the game
No,
that Portugal had before? I'm forgetting now.
Portugal played Croatia before.
Yes, he played the two. He played them in the two in that game at one point before he took Ronaldo off. So he could have
Yeah,
done that, and that was a surprising thing that even if he's not going to take off Ronaldo, but bring on Ramos and play the four
yeah,
four two. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
This guy,
I
Um,
yeah.
agree.
Before we move on to the next predictions, I need to say this. I
Go
am
for it.
really looking forward to the next generation of football.
Go
One thing
ahead.
I learned in this tournament is these 25 and under players, like
Mhm.
this Mbappe Haaland thing, we're about to see a season, we're about to see a couple of years of madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olise, Musiala, like some of the
Mhm.
players I've seen during this World Cup, ignore the fact that
Mhm.
Germany stunk the place up. But some of the players that I have seen, I'm like, wow, we have a generation coming up. I feel like it's gonna be nostalgic. We're gonna have some crazy competition over the next few years.
Yeah. I hear it. I hear it. We have some good crop of players coming through, man. Boadi and these guys as the
Mhm.
younger generation, plus people like Mbappe
I
as well.
wonder. I wonder where Boadi lands this coming season in the club level. Also, keep
Relax,
dreaming.
bro. No, cause you
Relax.
know what? Y'all need to relax.
I
You have
said it.
enough.
I said it. I said it. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about it. Don't you worry.
Nah, this is a World Cup show, bro. We're not going anywhere. But one thing
Anyway,
I will say, as
so
we talk
go
about
for
that,
it.
Gonzalo Ramos just got signed by Milan for 75 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
AC
I
Milan.
saw
He
that.
signed for who? AC
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 Milan.
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 Yeah.
Oh
That's a
wow.
big number. They have faith in him. But
Yeah,
I'll
it's
stop
huge.
it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know absolutely. And so we'll just dive right into the quarterfinals. The matches are France, Morocco coming up on Thursday,
I'm gonna
Spain,
go.
Belgium on Friday,
Mm.
Norway, England on Saturday, and Argentina, Switzerland also on Saturday evening. So we have some,
Oh.
enticing matches coming up. What are your thoughts, predictions, standout players looking forward to, and all of that? Go for it.
I think France, Morocco, man. I'm gonna go with France, man. I think France will take that. It won't be an easy game though. Morocco is a
It
good
will
team. They're
not.
an
No.
organized
Hmm.
team. So, but I'll go with France. Spain, Belgium. I'm gonna go with Spain. Even though Belgium shows some fight without Martinez, of course. But I'm gonna go Spain. In the Norway England game, that again is
That's gonna
between.
be that's my match of the round.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker. But I think what I said stands. England shows up again and pushes past. I think Argentina beats Switzerland. I don't think that'll be too difficult for them. I think they go through as well. So I'm gonna go France. I'm gonna go Spain. I'm gonna go England, and I'm gonna go Argentina. That
Argentina.
goes through. I'm gonna let you guys say your prediction, and then I talk about the player who I think will dominate for that round.
Go for it, Chiefs.
I have the same predictions, but I have a sneaky feeling that we're gonna have an upset. I don't know who it's gonna be, but
Yeah.
I mean France, Morocco, France are
Yeah.
winning that.
Hmm.
Morocco, that's not gonna be an upset, I think, but I'm gonna feel really bad for Morocco because they show, it's controversial that they're African champions because of the way it went down. But the way they've played this World Cup, I'm like, they are the best team in
They
Africa.
are
Let's
the
not even
best
get
team
it
in
twisted.
Africa.
Yeah.
They
Absolutely.
are the best team.
Absolutely.
Spain, Belgium, as much as I want an upset, Belgium don't have it in them. Like they just don't have it in them. Norway, England, ah, I
Ooh.
just have this feeling. I know Jude.
Yeah.
I have this, and again, this is an England fan talking. I have this scary. I don't think you people understand. Norway against Brazil. Norway were out Braziling Brazil. Did you see the
Brazil. Exactly.
touches? I was like,
Exactly.
since when do Norway
Exactly.
play like this? What is going on?
Exactly.
They
Like,
slapped them, man.
and
I
then
mean, we called
Argentina.
that though. We called that
What?
from early up. We called
I
it.
mean, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't think it would happen that way.
Yeah.
I saw Norway play silkier yoga bonito than Brazil. Never in my life did I
Yeah.
think I'd see these blonde boys outskilling, like skilling up
Samba.
Brazilian guys.
Samba. They got out Samba, man.
And you
Joga
know what?
bonito.
Or the Odegaard, as much as I hate on that guy,
Stand
I
up.
have to give him his
Respect my
respect. I
captain,
have to
man.
give
Respect
I
my
have to give him
captain, bro.
respect. I think he's had a couple of injuries. I thought he was finished, but he is the heartbeat of that Norway
Mhm.
team. I have to give it to
Yeah.
him. He is running the
He pulls the
midfield.
strings. He pulls the
Yeah.
strings in midfield.
My God.
Argentina, Switzerland, yo, I don't think you understand how bad I want this to be an upset.
Oh God.
I really
Ooh.
want Switzerland, but honestly, the gods want Messi in the final. And I think, like,
the
honestly,
gods, the gods at
the
FIFA.
You know,
yeah,
you know, you
they
know what
want
I
Messi
said?
in the
You
final.
know what I said, Chigs? I say I want
Yeah,
them to meet France again. I want them to meet France again just because of how
yeah,
disgusting that whole thing went down with them and France and the chance and whatever. So
yeah.
I would love if they met France and France just embarrassed them. That
It's
is
the
what
only way.
I would love.
If they were gonna meet, it would have to be in the final because
Yeah,
the
it's the only
facts
way.
are
And let
exactly.
me tell you right now, that would be a crazy final.
Oh
France,
yeah.
Argentina again,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and especially because France have a point to prove. Like,
yeah,
I wanted to
Yes.
see the Netherlands play Argentina again too, because that last World Cup, that Netherlands Argentina game, that was something else.
yeah,
But yeah, I think if Argentina beats Switzerland, they'll come against England or Norway. Honestly, I still don't think that Argentina has arrived. I think they've squeaked through. I've
yeah.
not
Yeah.
I
seen
agree.
any
Yeah.
clean
I agree.
Yeah.
performance.
I agree.
So that England Norway game, they might get found out. I can see a world where Argentina don't make it to the final,
Yeah, yeah.
and a weird world where Norway somehow beat England and beat Argentina, and in a weird way, we have Norway in the final.
Madness.
I, like, I'm looking at it now, like Norway actually could make it.
Yeah,
Like, to
yeah,
that
yeah, man.
anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Those are my player I do really want to see this round. I really want to see Jude Bellingham again.
Hmm.
Because I honestly, he's gonna have to pull all the stops against Norway.
yeah,
He will.
Like
He will have to. He will
like
have to.
because France, I don't even talk about France anymore. Ballers, like, don't even talk about them. But Jude, you did it once. Let's see if you can do it again.
yeah. Hear
Yeah,
it.
I'll pass it to you, coach.
Go for an Arsenal champion. No, I was gonna say I have the same predictions. In some world somewhere, I'm hoping Morocco beats France, which I know it's not gonna happen, but
You know what? You know
they're
what?
the sole surviving African team. So why not throw
Yeah.
our full support behind them?
You know what, KJ?
If France comes on top, then we'll
Mm.
support France because they're pseudo African as well.
If
You know
Morocco,
what,
But
KJ, is
go
that
go
ahead.
for it.
we hear saying that France is going to do it, etc. But
Yeah.
football doesn't always go this way, bro. Like
Yeah,
Hmm.
football can just throw us some curveball. You know what I
True.
mean?
True.
Football can be a strange thing, man.
Yeah.
Cheeks is gone again, but
I keep
Yeah. He'll
going,
be
but
back.
I'm here.
but
Yeah, he's back. He'll be
when
back.
it comes on to the way that football actually pans out versus what we expect, sometimes it can just go off the rails. And Morocco versus France, if we turn up and Morocco does something crazy, it would just be so football. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it would just be so football. You know what I mean? But in terms of my player of that I want to see is Killian. Killian is the man, bro.
Yes, no kidding. Yeah,
Killian
when
is
push
the
comes to
man.
shove, when it gets, when the going gets tough, Kylian steps up. So
Yeah,
that's my. I think it's not far fetched as most people think, but if
mhm.
it's gonna happen, I think Kylian just shows up again and just does the unimaginable and pulls
Yeah.
France through. So let me add him to the stage once
I'm,
more.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm not even on
Ooh.
vacation. I don't even know what to blame it on this time. But
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But
But we're just talking about the dynamics in football where, you expect one thing with the France Morocco match. Everybody expects France to win, but you never know what's going to happen. Go for it.
if Morocco beats France, I have no choice. Morocco all the way at that point. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
like if they beat France, I'm like, because
Hmm.
I'm looking at every other team that's left.
yeah,
Hmm.
I don't fancy Spain. I don't
Yeah,
fancy Belgium.
yeah.
I don't fancy Argentina. Switzerland, it's kind of dry if they get
yeah,
through.
yeah,
England, Norway, if Norway win, that's madness. England, I have something for them. But
Yep.
if France are out, dude, it has to be Morocco all the
It
way.
has to be. It has to.
Like,
It just has to.
yeah.
yeah. I
Anyway,
hear it. I hear it.
then
But
my
yo, lads,
standout.
I want to ask you one thing before we wrap up.
Oh,
Mhm.
Do you think? What do you guys think? Because at first I was like, "What is this hydration break?" Even though it's not hydration, do you think it did something to this World Cup? Like
oh, definitely, 100%.
it,
Yeah.
like there are so many momentum shifts happen during these hydration breaks. Like a
Hmm.
team could be
Hmm.
on top and the momentum is with them, and the hydration break just changes the match. So I
Hmm.
think it added something to the whole nostalgia that I'm talking about. Like it can either
It,
take the life out of the game or add
yeah.
something to the game. You know what I mean?
I think it broke down the game in a way where th there's more room for adjusting.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I mean, they've started doing it in amateur football too now. I
yeah.
had the game and the referee was like, hey, hydration break.
Yeah.
And my team were getting slapped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then after the hydration break, yo, we came back and tied that game.
Yeah.
Because that
There you
hydration
go.
break, if you're the team that's on top, the momentum, there's something to be said about momentum. If
Hmm.
you're
True.
the team that's winning that hydration break, there's something to be said about running and stopping. Your
Hmm.
muscles get tired.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
you're the team that's losing, that break is that mental break you need to be
Yeah.
like, okay, start again.
Let's go,
Anyone
guys.
who's done gym, anyone who's done anything, any goal in life, how do you do it? If you have a big goal, you break it down into smaller goals,
Yep.
step
Yep.
by step. And that
Yeah.
hydration break, that's what it's doing, is breaking down the big goal and saying, okay, I hate to say it, that quarter is done. Forget all about it.
Hmm.
Next quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it. I hear it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a really some short round of matches coming up, and we'll see how it unfolds. Thank you for joining us once more. This has